morning, everyone, and welcome to the year 2026. With the start of the new year, it's brought upon us what possibly could be the biggest debate in the universe. Two men, compared to each other so much, has got everyone thinking one question. Today, I, Pokeshek, will be settling this debate once and for all. Who is the strongest pedophile?
This shit fucked up. Yup. Today we're gonna watch Epstein versus Diddy. Who's the strongest pedophile? Come follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv LOLOHAVIN. We're streaming right now. You know we always streaming on Twitch. We on Twitch, we're streaming. But yeah, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. Let's watch this. Epstein versus Diddy. Who's the strongest pedophile? That's a wild title.
Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Now this is what the music industry is all about.
Sergio's not crazy.
I love this game!
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the year 2026. With the start of the new year, it's brought upon us what possibly could be the biggest debate in the universe. Two men, compared to each other so much, has got everyone thinking one question. Today, I, Pokeshek, will be settling this debate once and for all. Who is the strongest pedophile?
Epstein. Epstein is. You don't need to all this shit. Epstein is. You know why? This nigga has his own private island. That's enough for me. Diddy? That nigga did some wild shit. He did some. But he don't have his own private island. He had a party. He had a whole party. And he a freaky nigga. He a cuck. He like to watch his girl getting fucked and stuff like that. And do stuff to other people. But Epstein got his own private island. That's it.
On one side is Jeffrey Epstein, a man with many connections, his own private island, and stories of sex trafficking and mystery. And on the other is Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, the founder of the Freakos and the monstrous music mogul. We can't keep going back and forth for so long, or else a worldwide civil war may ensue. So
What's the civil war about? Who is the strongest pedophile? We already know it's Epstein.
I'm here to answer the question once and for all. I will be analyzing each pedophile into 5 categories: strength, speed, durability, intelligence, and abilities.
Oh my, nigga, did you spend your whole fucking day analyzing pedophile? Well,
Whoever is better in a specific category gets a point, and the man with the most points wins and is deemed as the strongest pedophile.
I feel like Epstein got the ability. No, Epstein got the intelligence. I don't know about strength. I feel like Diddy got his strength. Durability. Epstein got the ability because he got multiple connection. Diddy got speed. Who got durability?
This battle will be legendary. It will be talked about for years to come, and the victor will be remembered for the.
They say like you never see Diddy going to Epstein Island, and you never see Epstein going to a Diddy party. That's crazy. A pedophile rivalry. Oh my god.
Rest of the universe's lifespan. Let's first begin with the first category, strength. Looking at the two, Epstein is recorded at 6 foot, while Diddy is 5'10". However, we have seen video evidence of Diddy's physical capabilities, and we can see that this guy is no pushover. He is very violent and will not show anyone any form of mercy. However, we need to look at another form of power: influence and connections. You see, both of these men had very powerful connections, which in turn made them very powerful people. But while Diddy had many musicians and celebrities in his grasp, the influence and power Epstein exhibited is unmatched.
Epstein got this one because it's true. Diddy got celebrities like low tier celebrities and stuff like that, like rapper industry, let's say movie star. Epstein got fucking billionaires, millionaires, like CEO. Diddy got a couple CEO too, but they're not big. But the Epstein got 14,500 like prince, king, and stuff like that in his video and his island.
As stated in my other Epstein video, he had connections to people all around the world, and some of them were very powerful figures.
Yeah, and they say that the reason why they don't want to release their full, because he was probably a spy for another country. Yeah.
In these countries, such as Putin. While we have never seen Epstein fight personally, it is clear to me that
he had connection with Putin. Oh yeah, he did. Cause let's say he had connection with Putin, Trump, Baba, Prince Andrew, and stuff like that. The Clinton.
tons of power over everyone. So even though it's close, I'm gonna give strength to Epstein. Now in terms of speed, this one isn't even a competition. Even though Epstein's feats of trafficking children onto his island undetected is impressive, Diddy has two advantages over his opponent. One, he is black.
You cannot out
This nigga fucked. Oh, you fucked up with that one.
me! I am black!
But two, and more importantly, is his control over oil. This oil is a huge advantage for Diddy, as he's able to reach blinding speeds. You can practically compare his manipulation of oil to a master waterbender in Avatar. He could essentially
Nope, don't. He got his own version. Like, don't fuck up the waters.
cover his feet with oil and skate around like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh my god.
Now,
oh my god. What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching?
Epstein is no slowpoke. Like I mentioned before, he was able to transport tons of children and people onto his island undetected for many years. However, you could say that he had help from his powerful allies, which in turn would make this feat more of a strength feat rather than a speed feat. However, even if it were speed, Diddy still blitzes him anyway. Remember, Diddy is black, so he is naturally gonna outspeed
Why you confusing
him
black?
regardless. In terms of speed, Diddy easily gets this point. Now looking at durability, this one involves a little more research. Epstein was able to maintain his sex activities on his private island for decades, and while that is impressive, there's two fatal flaws when it comes to his durability. The first has to do with the fact that Epstein killed himself only 1 month after being arrested, and to me, this shows he had a fragile persona and character. He took the coward's way out, instead of dealing with all the punishments he was going to endure. And the second and more recent one has to do with the files that were released. Now, on first glance, most
That shit, I was doing a little bit of research. I was gonna try to make a video on that shit, but I said, let me stop myself, cause me, I like to curse on my video, like stuff like that. You seen it? I wanna slow down. I wanna slow down for it. I wanna back off from that, from being wild. Like, 'cause I thought that was gonna get me a lot of views, cursing and stuff like that. But I keep getting strike. I got a strike. I think I'm almost. Yeah, I think I'm almost out of strike right now. I got one strike on YouTube. It's almost ended. I think the 20. This month is gonna end. I gotta stop myself. I gotta slow down. Right. I did some research. A lot of people say the jail you was in was airtight. He could not commit suicide. And I did, and I look at it, and I look at it. There were some people in the jail that was talking about it. There even a mob boss in the jail say when he was doing the interview, say that they cannot do anything because there's camera everywhere. Even when in the bathroom, even when he's taking his shit, there was a camera everywhere watching you. And you could not kill yourself because I think the way the room was set up and stuff like that. So you see, it was most likely somebody killing
If not,
to make it look like a suicide.
be a great feat for Epstein. If not, all these more recent one has to do with the files that were released. Now, on first glance, most, if not all these files are completely redacted, and you would think this would be a great feat for Epstein. However, the redactions have a massive problem. It's not technically redacted. You could easily copy and paste the black text, paste it into Microsoft Word, and read everything. It's a false redaction. While it was initially durable, it crumbled very quickly. These two durability feats immediately bring down Epstein's chances. But for Diddy, it's the complete opposite. When he was caught and arrested, he didn't kill himself, immediately shifting the odds towards him. But his biggest saving grace is the oil once again. You see, his oil manipulation reminded me of Alvida in One Piece. Her smooth food makes her body...
Okay. Fuck Alvida look weird as fuck. I would not smash it. Unless I was drunk. Severely drunk. I'll top my fat Alvida. But Slam Alvida? Oh!
super slippery, causing attacks to simply slide off of her. This is very similar to Diddy's oil, as he could cover his whole body, and any attack Epstein would throw at him could just slide off. And because of this, I'm giving durability to Diddy. Now for intelligence, this one's an easy one. Even though Diddy is considered an OG for the king of the freaks, he isn't an OG as Epstein. Like I said before, Epstein was able to run his island for decades, and while Diddy hosted massive house parties, Epstein hosted island parties and was able to get away with it for many years. Diddy was also seen making some questionable decisions, especially regarding his actions when it came to the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, but because of this, without a doubt, Epstein has more intelligence over Diddy.
So, I was almost right. Almost. Because I say, I don't know if I'm going to believe. He had intelligence. I said Diddy was going to get speed. I thought Diddy was going to get strength, but no. So I was like, but durability, I leave it out blank. But ability, if Epstein got the ability, that mean I was right. Like, I was like, almost right.
But now, the score is 2-2, and there's only one more category left. Abilities. Let's start with Epstein. With his many connections, he has the ability to harness their power as well, not to mention the money he has. This could come into play when it comes to flexing. However, with the amount of money Diddy has as a record label owner, that would be a non-factor. Epstein also has a redaction ability, which he could use to disable some of Diddy's attacks. While these redactions would be weak long-term, their short-term versatility would be amazing. And considering how much the files were redacted, this means that Epstein could spam the fuck out of this ability. But Epstein has one final trick up his sleeve, and that is harnessing the power of the island. This ability causes Epstein to absorb all the sins that were committed on the island to enter his final form. During this form...
Don't put Epstein on Goku's face, alright? Don't do that shit. Don't put Epstein on Goku's face. That's the body I want, but you fucking put Epstein in that shit. Now you creep me out, nigga. Now I'm gonna have to switch another character. That's the physique I want right there. And you fucking put Epstein in his fucking face, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? Why you put Epstein? Oh my! Why you put Epstein on Goku's face? You gotta put that shit in Hisoka face. Hisoka body. I'm trying to have a physique like Goku, and nigga, you put Epstein on this nigga face. What the fuck?
His strength, speed, and durability are all massively increased. His redactions also get stronger. However, this form is on a limit. Due to Epstein's fragile persona, he can only use his form for about a minute. When his form depletes, he needs to recharge before he can attack normally again. As for Diddy, he of course has his oil manipulation.
Stop fucking putting Epstein on Goku's body, on Goku's face. That fucking look weird, boy.
But he can also play some of his music. When this happens, Epstein is stunned temporarily, because he needs to cover his ears to not listen to Diddy's terrible songs. He also has more durability and speed to his advantage, and this could go toe-to-toe with Epstein's island form. But when it comes to oil manipulation, Diddy can use it to form constructs and weapons to attack Epstein. However, due to Diddy's lower intelligence, he might feel compelled to shoot tons of oil at Epstein, which will lead to some openings. However, remember that Diddy's oil negates most, if not all, of Epstein's physical attacks.
Epstein's gonna win this shit because Epstein had when we have it that some of his victims didn't make it out alive. Some of them were like I said, sleeping with the fishes. That's fucked up. It is fucked up. I'm fucked up for that. Cause they say in the file they say that there was a girl that was drowned in a lake. I'm fucked up. I was not supposed to make a joke about that shit. That's fucked up. That's my bad. I'm a fucked up person. That's my bad.
By coating his body with oil. And even though redaction could stop short bursts of oil, if Diddy were to use his oil beam blast, it could cause some serious trouble to Epstein. Diddy could also pretty easily blitz Epstein, as their speed is only on the same level when Epstein is in his final form. But Diddy could also use his abundance of oil to stall Epstein. On top of that, Diddy could also use his secret technique, the Oil Diddy Party, where he summons a giant mansion entirely made out of oil and traps Epstein inside of there. Not only would Epstein have a hard time getting out, but he could also drown in all the oil. While this fight would be extremely close, as these two men are very similar, due to the counters he has, I think the point to abilities goes to Diddy.
I love this game!
Nah. Epstein got it. Epstein's the biggest pedophile. Because Diddy, he a pedophile, but he a freaky nigga. He like to watch his girl getting fucked. Epstein was messing around with Cade. We don't know how young, but with Cade. Diddy probably was dabbling in the dark, dabbling, you know, he was probably dabbling in the iPhone lower than that. He was dabbling in the child people. But Epstein was fully in there.
So with all that being said, after analyzing the two men side by side, based on their strength, speed, durability, intelligence, and abilities, the winner, and the de facto strongest pedophile in the universe, is Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy. The strongest pedophile of today beats the strongest pedophile of the past. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Yeah, you got it wrong. Epstein is the biggest pedophile right now. And Diddy, he a pedophile, but he a freaky ass nigga. He a cuck. He like to watch girl, fuck his girl. He like to watch other nigga fuck his girl, watch other nigga pee on his girl. And they say that nigga they was smaller than a chopstick. Smaller than a chopstick. They said that nigga meat was smaller than his chopstick. How the fuck that happened? I don't know. That's probably why he got small dick energy. That's why he was probably doing all that shit. Small dick energy. Let me stop myself before that nigga pop up behind me. Alright, make sure like. That was make sure like, make sure comment, make sure subscribe. That was Epstein versus Diddy. Who's the strongest pedophile? I think Epstein the strongest pedophile. It's not Diddy. Epstein the strongest pedophile. Alright. Come follow me on Twitch. We streaming right now. Twitch.tv LOLOHAVIN.